approach Atom's holy ground.
I'm here
Do you seek division?
I'm looking for someone named
Virgil? What do you want?
I need his help.
I have heard of this institute. In truth, this though he came to trade with us on a few occasions, we have had...
Right.
You can find him southwest of the crate.
In the end, we are all Adam's children.
Hold it. Take it nice and slow. No sudden moves. I know you're from the Institute. So where's Kellogg, huh? Trying to sneak up on me. I'm not stupid.
Take it easy.
Dead. Don't you lie to...
I'm not lying.
Did you? Kellogg was ruthless. There's a reason the Institute used him to do that. I knew they'd send him after me. Tried to prepare for it. But I still wasn't sure I'd make it. And so you... Then what do you want?
I know you were part of it. And you escaped. They sent Kellogg to kill you.
How the hell? No, it doesn't matter. Why are you even here?
Relax.
Wait, what? Are you want to get in? Never mind how nearly impossible that is. Even if you were to...
Sure.
What reason could you possibly...
I'm trying to find my son.
Oh. I had no... Yeah. The Institute has taken... If your son is one of them,
Right?
I can help.
You help me.
All right. If I help you, it could return me to normal. You understand? I think that's... All right? First things first.
Yeah, they use some...
Well. Not many know about it. Pretty close. It's commonly referred to as...
Sure.
Dematerializes you in one. The relay is the only... That means you're... Now, have you ever...
No.
Another secret of the Institute. Coursers are operations go wrong, a synth goes missing, and a courser is dispatched. They're very good at what they do. And you...
Let's go. Just point...
Well,
Right.
every courser has special hardware that gives them a direct connection to the... It's embedded in a chip in their heads. Now, I don't know exactly where you can find one. They haven't sent any after me. And sitting here waiting doesn't seem like a good plan. You're going to have to hunt one down. I can tell you where to...
Okay. Let's get to...
Right. The primary insertion point for coursers is in the ruins of CIT. Now, the relay causes some pretty heavy interference all across the EM spec. When you get to the ruins, tune it to the lower end of the band and listen in. You'll be able to follow the signal, and it'll lead you to a courser. Then, you just have to not get killed. Not gonna lie. The odds aren't in your favor here. But if you do make it, remember what I said about this.
Piper! Not supposed to talk to people I don't know. I wonder what's wrong.
Broke up with my girl. She kept her cat over the toothpaste. Who does that? A sinner.
何にしますか
You're getting paranoid. There ain't nothing here.
What? You are so dead!
Someone there?
Man, come back! It's out of line!
Enforcers on the second floor. Kill on sight. Send reinforcements to the lobby in case there are more. What's going on down here? How many of these? Second intruder in the east wing near the courtyard.
Last mistake!
Barricade stairwells and hallways if you haven't already. We've lost contact with sectors 2 and 4. Fall back to a lethal position. Enforcers nearing the elevator.
want this one!
Bingo.
The courser's after the girl. Anyone alive needs to get up to the top floor immediately. That's an order!
Last mistake!
Get over here.
You're going to kill me, then.
He just...
There's been panic about the new thing floating in the sky.
I thought it was one of Tinker Tom's aliens.
Aliens are real!
Enough! The blimp is called the Pridwin, and it's operated by the Brotherhood of Steel. The Brotherhood of Steel are a formidable, highly advanced order. And they've come here to destroy synths.
Shit.
Spread the word. The Brotherhood are our enemies. There's no possibility of peace. Tinker Tom will be spearheading a fail-safe plan to deal with this Brotherhood. Codename Red Glare. But for now, we monitor them and keep them clear of our operations. The focus remains on the Institute. You've all got jobs to do. Do them.
You got what it takes to go far with us. I can tell.
I have a report here. It reads more like a comic book.
Yeah, that was me.
That's what the report says. Hard to believe. I'm all for one less courser in the world, but the conventional wisdom... So why did you...
I needed a courser chip.
You have one... Follow me. Decoding a courser chip is a very delicate operation. A million things can go wrong. The least of which is losing the data. Fortunately, we have the right man for the job.
Hey, Des. You need something?
Tom, we got a courser chip.
Whoa! For real? Oh, man, it's been ages!
Hey.
The sensor sweep says you're clean. Hooray! We're bug-free.
I'm relieved, actually.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, have you eaten anything out there?
Yeah, I've...
I knew it. The Institute has these tiny microscopic robots in the food, man. And they report back.
Tom, that's rubbish.
You just don't get it.
If that's true...
If he had a shred of it.
Okay. If you
There's battery acid in that serum of yours.
You can't nuke an omelet without irradiating some eggs. You ready to shoot up?
There's no way in.
Fine. Let them... Okay.
That'll really keep me up at night.
It really should, man. Hey, I gotta get back to making...
Excuse me.
You need anything?
Desdemona.
You've hit the jackpot with this. Hand over the chip. Let's see what's on it.
Sure. Here you go.
All right. Tom?
Right?
All right, little courser chip. Let's have the circuit analyzer take a crack at you.
You really walk the Freedom Trail? By yourself?
We're in. Chip accessed. Just poke the analog connectors a little. What? Oh, man, don't crash. Hold it together. Memory hiccup. Here it comes. Encryption algorithms. All right, we're still running. Oh, man. They've added more decimals to the last cipher. This is gonna be... Come on, baby. Show me that pattern. Where is it? Wait. They're using the same logarithmic function as the key generator. Oh, man, we got lucky. I got you, you Institute bastard. I got you. All right, solve for N. Come on. Show me that sweet base number. Come on, baby. There, we got it. We got the code. Let me load that onto the holotape for ya.
Good work, Tom.
Hey, yeah, but I'm not sure our luck will hold up next time, Des.
And Agent, I hope that helps you as much.
Wasn't sure I'd see you again. You managed to get what you need?
I have the code.
Suppose you did get rid of Kellogg after all. How'd you manage to get...
The railroad helped me.
Oh, God, I would have expected they'd be too busy trying to liberate vending machines or setting computer terminals. Sorry. You're not the only... I did the best I could. From memory and things I've overheard. came up with some schematics. Here's the symbol. You know the craziest part of the...
Sure.
All the data's on harmonic frequencies. You've been hearing it all along. I want to be clear that this isn't my area of expertise. I was bioscience.
I'm sure it'll work.
For the record, I haven't made it. But if you can build, can you? I mean...
I've got it covered.
Good, good. And don't you forget our agreement. I've helped you as best I can. If you make it in there, you find that serum. It's my only hope. Now go on. Take these and get to...
Do you need something?
I have plans here to build.
So that...
The Institute uses
We've spent dozens of years and too many good agents' lives only that the Institute could... This is our top...
Be careful with that gun. Real careful.
What? Why, Tinker?
Hey, Tom.
Tiny little package, but a hell of a big kick. Ready to hand over the plans? This is the big...
Here you go. Let's...
Hold on. Oh, man. Molecular transmission. And you can divert the signal using a heavily modified...
I knew you could...
The plans cover all the high-end egghead shit, but they're missing a ton of engineering details. Filling in the gaps will take time. This bit here, the stabilized reflector platform, just needs some high-grade metal. Psh, by the time you finish that,
Nice work, Tom.
Hey, tell that to Carrington, though.
Right?
We can scrounge up the platform, but where to build it? It should fit over at Mercer's safe house. Pam's already given that place her full blessing. I'll flag some runners to deliver the components. You say safe? Yeah, man, I'm looking for it. Probably. The math looks tight. Whoa! Terry? Where's Terry?
Tom wants you for something.
You got the platform built yet? Tick-tock.
Easy. I did it.
And the science of this month. But there's 3 specialty items. You find those, and
Thanks, Tom.
I don't doubt it. After you get the gettables.
Uh-huh.
Beer and my slippers and my shit. That's all I ask.
You know what you're looking for?
You again. All right, got plenty of support.
Sure. Let's take a look.
A bit of everything.
Got some great stuff, if you're into it.
I've got a few minutes. Sure.
You watch your step. Got my eye on you.
This isn't gonna do anything without power.
I've never lost anyone before. This failure is new to me.
Park the car in the yard? How about I hammer you in the heart with a haymaker?
Child kidnapped. Mother braves dangers of the Commonwealth. Find
Got too much dirt in that hair? Get it trimmed.
Well, hello, beautiful.
Why buy just an ordinary?
Every piece in here is worth what I charge for it. No arguments.
I've got a few minutes to browse.
Just...
Hey, no shame in taking the occasional chem. Solomon can hook you up.
Every conceivable good you could ever need is right here.
I've got a few minutes to browse.
Uh-huh.
We're having a sale on broom.
I've got a few minutes to browse. Hey there.
We need a metric ton of power to get this to work. Everything's got to be on the same power grid. Otherwise, the machine won't work.
If you're looking to keep your load light,
Let's see what you got.
everything
Right?
You look like you could use a drink. Dugout Inn's got some cold ones.
Hey, Myrna.
Remember, I don't serve sense. Supply
I've got a few minutes to browse.
a bit of everything. Diamond City Surplus. Everything you need.
We sell everything. Stim packs,
I'll take a look. Sure.
anything and everything.
God, even this...
Status report.
We got activity, Des. Not sure how long before it peaks.
The Institute is a huge unknown. Before we can... What I'm about to tell you.
I like the name.
There's a man, or woman, we're not sure, inside the Institute who helps synths escape to freedom. Dozens of synths owe him their lives. We don't know his name. We've never had a way to contact him. So we gave him the code name, Patriot. If your plan works, and you're
Okay. I'll do my best.
Tom's encrypted a message for Patriot's eyes only. Once he sees it, he'll contact you. Until... Can you do that?
Bring it on.
You can stand on the platform.
Sure.
Tom, talk to...
Booting up the scan sequence. This frequency is only going to work once. You know who doesn't make the same mistake twice. So stand still. You gotta lock in all those molecules of yours. Hopefully we won't miss any. There's only, 60 trillion of them. All right, feeding our baby some juice. Let's see what she's got.
Take this holotape. You need it to contact Patriot.
Oh, man, don't worry. That's all part of the plan.
Tom, do whatever you can to gain their trust. Lie. Tell them what they want to hear. Make up a cover story and sell it.
Come on, I think I got it. Establishing lock on the Institute signal.
Just get all the information you can. About synths. About the Institute's plans. Find their weaknesses. If we can disable or destroy the Institute, we may have to do it. You jack that holotape into any terminal and Patriot will make contact. He has to.
Got the RF! We got it!
Find a way to save them. Nobody else can.
Now!
Hello. I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I'm known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator. I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression. Welcome to the Institute. This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal...
Sean?
You are
Yes,
here
I'm Sean.
for your son.
Sean?
Who?
Sean, it's...
Father?
Sean, Daddy's...
What's going on? Father? Father!
Shh. It'll be okay, Sean. Mommy's here now.
I don't know you. Go away.
Please, Sean.
Father? Father?
Right?
Father? Father, help me!
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. Please try and... Let's start...
Give me...
I know.
Just...
I promised to answer, but I need you to realize you have traveled very far. It's good to finally meet you. After all this time. It's me. I am Sean. I am.
It's really you. After all this time.
Yes. It's true. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the sun you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant. But is it really so hard to...
Sure.
And here I am.
They stole you.
Right, wrong, irrelevant. It was necessary. The Institute believed humanity's future depended on it. At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
So the weird science experiments needed specimens.
In a manner of... The Institute endeavored to create... Plenty of that was available, of course. But even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found... me, after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through science, we are family.
Sean.
It really is. I know you must have questions.
So, you're...
I am the acting director, yes. I spent decades working to reach this point. It's a responsibility I take very... the Institute.
They're scared of you, Sean.
People are always frightened by what they don't understand. Ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing to fear from us. Whatever you've seen, just give me time. What else can I say?
Your father?
Yes. I've gone over the records of the incident, of course. It seems what happened to him was an unfortunate bit of collateral damage. For many years, I never questioned who my parents were. I accepted my situation, and that was that. With old age comes regret. But what else can I say to ease your mind?
Kellogg.
Kellogg. He was an Institute asset long before I arrived here. It wasn't until I became director that I learned of all the things he'd done. What kind of man he was.
After what I've seen, I pity...
After what he did to you.
Right.
But yes, I for one. The Institute took it. Institute Tech. I won't lie. I know there's more for us to discuss. The Institute is on the verge. I've been a part of something amazing here. I've helped. And now, after all these years...
Yes, that's...
I know. Forgive me. There is much to be done.
I'll do whatever it takes.
I am glad to hear. The Institute is now your home, as much as it is mine.
Sure.
You'll want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Fillmore in
Right.
And finally Dr. Lee in Advanced Systems. They've all been notified of your arrival, of course. Meet them.
This a clean floor. Are your visual receptors malfunctioning? Can you not see the grime and dust?
But then the Institute found me. After
Sean.
Yeah, I know.
So, you're in charge?
The
They're scared of you.
ultimate... What?
I think I've heard enough for now. Yes, that's what I want.
I know. There is...
I'll do whatever it takes.
I am... You want to...
Right.
And finally...
Almost done. Just need to tighten up this primary drive servo.
As the Institute's requisition vendor, I can provide supplies for your missions on the surface. How may I assist you today?
I don't know. Most of them have lasted long past their projected lifespans. If you ask me.
When are you going to tell me about this mysterious Phase 3?
No, I can't talk about it.
She's been at it for over 2 hours. What is she even testing?
Nothing. At this point, she's just doing it for fun.
Is it true Food Supplement 77 has been discontinued?
That is correct.
That was my favorite one.
I'm meeting
It's
someone
me.
here.
So you're the one who sent the encrypted message. How did you even do that? I wasn't sure anyone on the surface would have a chance to crack Trinity. You know, the encryption algorithm.
A friend named...
He must have had some serious hardware. Your message was only one word. Friend. What did you mean by that?
The railroads...
What? And they gave me a code name too? I kept sending synths to the surface hoping someone would help them. I hoped the railroad got to some of them, but I never knew.
You've saved a lot of synths.
So much to take in. But with you in the picture, I have this idea. But we'll need help. Where's... Probably best to talk about something else right now. You know my father thinks it's a living hell on the surface. But that can't be right. Heck, you look positively normal to me. No offense. I'm not sure if we could ever make the surface actually a decent place to live.
The commissary is always open. Would you like some process assessment and practice?
It's my responsibility to make sure this place runs smoothly.
Can you not see the grime and dust?
It's an honor to have you here, ma'am.
Excuse me, Doctor.
They weren't kidding. You really are here. Well, all right. I'm Allie. Allie Fillmore. You can think, when Father told us about you, I could hardly believe it. You've been through... If you don't mind my asking... What? Now that you've... Now, I'll give you a quick run. As you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical systems running. We maintain and upgrade all of the systems that make it possible to live and work in a place like this. There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycles the air and water and provides power to the laboratories and quarters. The work we do might not be as exciting as some of the other departments, but it's at least as important. So, now that you're here and you've spoken to Father... On board the Institute, of course. Sean implied you... If there's...
It must be a challenge to meet...
Absolutely. We scratch and scrape for every precious ounce of voltage that we can. Over the years, we've learned a few tricks that help supplement our power budget. When necessary, we can tap into select sources on the surface. We take only what we need, of course. Fortunately, Advanced Systems is always working on new solutions to It's a good thing, too, because the demand is always increasing. You don't even want to know what a single use of the molecular dematerializer consumes.
Remember to keep unnecessary power consumption to a minimum. Don't recharge unless your primary levels are below 2%. Also, if you haven't patched your navigation software, do so after this meeting. The last thing we need is more synths bumping into walls. All right, that's all for now. You can resume your duties.
Remember, health and happiness go hand in hand.
Best part of my day is coming home to my girl.
You know the protocol, sir. Authorized.
Nothing to report, ma'am.
I'm seriously thinking of heading over to robotics
We're
to
all
knock
looking
some heads
forward
together.
to working with you.
They're
Carry on,
dragging their feet
ma'am.
On the targeting package upgrades I asked for. Maybe I should take some courses with me. To send a message.
You're here.
Please don't.
Glad you made it.
There's enough friction as it is between us and pretty much all the other departments.
Hey, Doc.
You going? So, here you are.
Just right.
I'll be upfront with you. We're going to be keeping a close eye on. Despite your relation to Father, you're a bit of an unknown. I'm sure you understand.
No problems here.
Good to hear. Now, our primary...
I'm sure it's best for everyone if the synths remain here.
Certainly. We can't allow sophisticated Institute technology to fall into the wrong hands. The results could be disastrous. Our main instrument is the Courser, a third-generation synth assigned to operate on the surface. Coursers hunt down and reclaim synths that have escaped the Institute. They are highly self-sufficient, trained in combat, infiltration, and tracking. In a word, our Coursers are relentless. Well, I gather you know all this, since you've... In fact, I'd very much like to know how you defeated it.
I'm no stranger to combat.
Even so, a Courser should be more than a match for any single combatant. I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to perform detailed diagnostics on the entire production run. Now, unless you need something...
I'm good for now.
Very well.
Like any machine, a synth can malfunction. I just wish it didn't happen so often.
All systems nominal.
Rushed work is sloppy at best, and deadly at
Excuse me, Doctor?
Ah, it's you. You're here then. Yes, I know who you are.
Don't worry. I promise.
Thank you, I do appreciate that. Oh, before I forget, I've been told to install a Courser chip in it for you. Father's orders. You're to be given full access, with the ability to relay in and out of the Institute at will.
Thank you. I'm sure that will come in handy.
Given that the relay is the only way to access the Institute, handy is something of an understatement. In case the significance is lost on you, you'll be the only one here with that kind of access. If nothing else, it should demonstrate the amount of trust Father has placed in you. Now, unless there's something else, I really do need to get back to work.
I'm good for now.
All right.
Time to examine my latest reports on batch 274.
Not yet. I've been reviewing Father's plans to expand our operations at Wolf. He's eager to get that going.
Dr. Holdren's synth gorilla project is showing promising results.
It's remarkable that any child can survive for so long there, don't you think?
I try not to think too much about it. It's best not to dwell on the subject.
There's still people, and they're suffering. We can at least admit that it's
Hi,
regrettable.
Doc.
Welcome.
After all,
So good to have
how
you
can
here.
we hope to
Dr.
redefine
Clayton
mankind
Holdren,
if we
I
can't
can't
even
wait
hold
for
on
you
to
to
our own humanity?
I look forward to learning more.
In that case, as the name implies, our most important. To that end, we've even started. You probably saw the.
Sounds like a waste of time to me.
It's just my opinion, of course. Sometimes we innovate for no. I'm sure I've taken.
I doubt it.
It's a big decision, I know. In any case,
I'm good for now. Thanks.
take care then.
Security's too good.
Good. He's here. C-114. It's me.
Sir, do you require something?
It's okay, Z-1. She's a friend. She's with the railroad.
Meeting here is dangerous. And you bring a stranger. You. How do I know we can trust you?
Because the members of the railroad have dedicated their lives to fight for your freedom.
I thought only Mr. Benet cared. But your friends actually fight for us?
That's what the railroad does, Z1. She's from the surface.
I've never met another human willing to help. But, sir, we must make this quick.
Right now. How many synths want to escape, Z1?
The ones I know for certain? 13.
That'll take forever. Let's free those 13 all in one go.
I would do anything for my people. But how do we get them to the teleporter? It's no good.
If I can find a way to open those doors, could you get your synths to the teleporter room?
Son?
Now that you've had a chance to see the Institute firsthand, what do you think?
You've got technology here that I never dreamed possible.
I'm glad you can appreciate. Ultimately, all our knowledge and resources are focused on a single goal. The goal is best summarized by our motto: mankind, redefined. Unfortunately, no advancement comes without occasional setbacks. As remarkable as our synths are, they can be dangerous without proper supervision. The superior synth mind and body attempting to wrestle with something approaching free will can be a recipe for chaos.
If the synths are intelligent and self-aware, then they have a right to free will.
However closely they may approximate human behavior, they are still our creations. When you see what I have to show you, I think you'll agree that we know what is best for our synths. A rogue synth has taken over the Raider gang at Libertalia. His memories have been erased, and his identity altered. He believes he's a man named Gabriel. Under his leadership, the Raiders have taken many innocent lives. I've dispatched a courser to Libertalia. I'd like you to join him and reclaim that synth.
Sure. We'll just fight our way through an army of homicidal maniacs and ask this synth...
I didn't say it would be easy. But I'm confident. Now you should get moving. Many...
You must be the courser I'm supposed to meet.
Yes, ma'am. Designation X6. I've already neutralized the perimeter guard. Just give the...
All right, let's go.
Right behind you.
Movement detected. Curious.